Good morning and welcome to the Forex Daily Update, brought to you by Pepperstone on Wednesday the 20th of December 2017. I'm Darren Sinden and you can follow me throughout the day on Twitter by using @ds_Pepperstone. Right, let's take a look at overnight changes and price moves to be aware of. But just before we do that, please note that the daily update is taking a break over the holidays and will be finishing on the 22nd of December, that's this Friday, and returning on the 2nd of January 2018. Right, overnight moves, one or two bits to flag. First of all, the euro trading back above a 118 handle against the dollar, 118.4800 shortly before we recorded the video. Bitcoin down by around 6.7% on the day yesterday, trading with a $16,500 handle shortly before we recorded the video. And a big move in dollar rand. Big gains for the rand, trading back at 12.76, and that's obviously come about on the news that Cyril Ramaphosa has been elected as the new ANC leader and hopes for political and economic change in the country. Right, what's on the calendar? Events that may move the markets today. A reasonably busy calendar. We've already had all industry activity index data for October out of Japan. We came in slightly below forecast, as we'll see momentarily. To come at 7 o'clock GMT this morning, we'll have producer price index data out of Germany for November, obviously feeding directly into Eurozone inflation levels. And speaking of the Eurozone, at 9 o'clock we'll have the current account data for October out of the single currency area. Similar number from Portugal as well to be released around the same time. And then jumping forward to 1 o'clock this afternoon, we'll hear from the German Bundesbank President Jens Wiedman. He's speaking. And 15 minutes later, his counterpart at the Bank of England, Governor Mark Carney, will get to his feet to deliver an address. We'll have wholesale sales data from Canada at 13:30. That's also data for October. And then from the States, existing home sales for November. That's followed at 3:30 GMT by crude inventories change for the week of December 15th. And if you're still in the market at 21:45 tonight, you can see GDP data for Q3 from New Zealand. Right, breaking news and comment that's caught my eye overnight. First of all, the US Senate has passed proposed US tax reforms, and the bill is now one voting round away from becoming law. And of course, this will be Donald Trump's first major piece of legislation if it's enacted. As we noted, Japan's industrial activity data for October comes in below forecast at 0.3% versus 0.4%. First piece of negative data we've had out of Japan for a while, but given that it's hardly a leading indicator, I think we can probably take that one on the chin. And Australian equities have traded at a 9-year high overnight. A vote of confidence there in Aussie equities from the market. And the European Union's top court will rule on Uber's status today in Europe. Is it a taxi firm or is it a digital service provider is what the court will decide. Food for thought then, something to take away with you into the trading day. And why not think about this? The IMF recently warned back in October that legacy risks from the global financial crisis still remain and that the window to deal with them was closing. The Economist.com has compared the recovery from 2007 to that from the Great Depression of 1929 and found the recovery from 2007 to be much less dynamic than its ancestor. And you can see that in this chart here. Is that something for us to worry about? Well, it's certainly something to be aware of, and we'll see what 2018 brings in terms of global growth. Right, please take a moment to read the risk warning. Trading CFDs and foreign exchange on margin can be a risky business. If you're in any doubt about those risks or the suitability of the products for you, then please do contact your Pepperstone account representative. Thank you for your time.